This video is brought to you by Paperlike.
So what is going on, guys? Daniel93 here today, and I actually received my first ever Apple Refurbished product yesterday, and I want to walk you guys through my experience on, first of all, how to even get to the Apple Refurbished store online, and then what the product actually looks like and how it comes, and if there's any difference between a brand new one and a refurbished one. See, with my channel being mainly an iPad Pro channel, most people that don't have the iPad Pro and watch my channel, they want one. So I always recommend for them to be able to save a little bit of money to go refurbished, right? Go to the Apple Refurbished store, go to Best Buy Open Box, Target, Walmart, Amazon. All those places have discounted, refurbished, or open box or used type of products. And you could get an iPad Pro just in that fashion. And I've actually gone the route of Best Buy Open Box and Target Open Box, but I've never actually gone the route of Apple Refurbished. I don't really know why I haven't before. It's probably because usually when I go to the refurbished section, there isn't what I need right then and there. But I haven't done it yet, but now I did, and I wanted to let you guys know what it's like. First off, let me tell you guys how to actually get to the refurbished section of the Apple Store online. So there's two ways to get there. You can either go on the top bar and search Apple Refurbished products, and then it'll bring you to that store site, or if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a little link that says refurbished and clearance section. Click on there and then it'll bring you to the actual store, and then you can start to filter by product. And basically what refurbished means is that the product was purchased brand new and was either returned or traded in. After that person returns the product or trades it in, it goes through an inspection process that Apple handles. You know, they make sure everything is working, everything is functional, make sure they don't have to replace any parts. If they do have to replace parts, then they actually do that. Most parts that are replaced are battery and display because those are the most important ones. And then once that's done, it's all packaged up for us and then sent back to Apple for us to purchase. And again, the stock of the refurbished products is reliant on the people returning products or trading in products. So that's why there's no set in stone quantity of products. So just to keep in mind, I had in my mind about a week ago that I wanted this product, and I knew the exact size that I wanted, the spec that I wanted, and it took basically about a week where I checked once a day, only once a day I checked to see if the product was at the Apple Store in the refurbished section, and then finally on Monday it was there and I hopped on it right away. So if you see a product, I think you'll get maybe like an hour or two of leeway to decide whether or not you want to get it, but if you wait 5, 6, 7 hours, there's a solid chance that that product is gonna be gone. So then I did want to find out a little bit more about the actual purchasing process. So saw that product was there, I added it to my bag, and then what I did find out is Apple has a trade-in program, and when I was looking for this same product but brand new, it gave me the option to trade in an older version of that product. Well, with refurbished products, you can't actually trade in towards that refurbished product. What you can do is trade in your Apple product and then 2 weeks later get a gift card and then use that gift card towards the product, but then if you're just trying to upgrade your Apple product, then you're without a device for 2 weeks, and it's not feasible for most people, and that's why people either trade in for a brand new one or keep the old one and just buy a refurbished one to also upgrade. So keep that in mind. You cannot trade in for a refurbished, you can't trade in an older product for a refurbished product from Apple. Keep that in mind. And then I also noticed that you can't take advantage of active promotions. For instance, Apple's having a back to school promotion that if you buy any MacBook Pro, iPad, or iPad Pro, they'll include a free pair of Apple AirPods. And unfortunately, with refurbished products, you can't take advantage of that. And then the last thing that I did notice, and again, I'm just giving you guys these little tidbits that I found out while going through the refurbished purchasing process, is if you have an Apple Card. So the Apple Card that Apple released about a year ago, they came out with a new program that allows you to finance certain Apple products, pretty much the bigger ticket items like iPhones, iPads, MacBooks, to finance it over 12 months with 0 interest. With refurbished products, you cannot do that. So make sure if you go through the refurbishment route, make sure you have the entirety of that money to make that purchase right then and there, because you're gonna have to pay for the entire thing and you can't finance it. That is pretty much beginning to end how to get to the refurbishment product site, how to find the product and actually purchase the product. So now let me show you what it actually looks like and what you receive. So the actual experience is absolutely amazing. It's identical to a regular iPad Pro unboxing aside from the front of it. So the box itself, the only difference is that it doesn't have a picture on the front of it. The normal brand new ones have a giant picture of the iPad Pro in front versus this. This says iPad Pro, and then on the bottom it says Apple Certified Refurbished. And the box is the exact same quality of material as a new box. You get the iPad Pro right here. It was wrapped in plastic, but obviously we opened it yesterday to set it up. It was brand new. There's no scuffs, no scratches, no bending, no indentations, nothing wrong with the screen. It feels brand new. It feels solid. Everything works perfectly. So to me, if I saw this and saw the box and they had the normal box on top, I would not notice a difference whatsoever. And then again, you get the paperwork. The million-dollar question is, do you get Apple stickers with a refurbished product? Or do you get thrown to the curb? And I feel like you do get Apple stickers in it. Boom, guys, you do get 2 Apple stickers, just the white ones, with a refurbished product. Then you get the charging cable and the charging brick. And that is the entire unboxing process for the iPad Pro, and pretty much that's what you see for all the big ticket items for refurbished products. So MacBook Pros, same thing, iPad Pros, iPhones, iPhone Pros. So that's the overall unboxing experience, guys. And just so you know, the iPad Pro, this 11-inch 64 gig model in 2018 retailed for $800. And again, the 2020 iPad Pro came out, and now that one's $800. This one got kicked to the curb. So this one I purchased directly from Apple, refurbished, for $550. So that's $250 in savings. You can probably get this brand new on Amazon for $700. So getting it $150 cheaper and directly from Apple just gives me peace of mind. And you also still get a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. So that's awesome. So that's a beautiful thing to see. And with those savings, I highly, highly recommend using some of that money to invest in a paper-like screen protector, guys, because I recommend anybody that has an iPad, whether an iPad Pro or an iPad from 5 years ago, I recommend this iPad Pro screen protector, especially if there is Apple Pencil support, because whether you're a creative, you like to design on your iPad Pro with the pencil, draw on there for fun, or just take notes like I do. I'm not creative whatsoever. My iPad Pro is a note-taking machine, especially handwritten notes. And the paper-like screen protector just gives you better resistance. It feels as if you're writing with a number 2 pencil on a sheet of paper. You get that little scratching sound that you would get with any other real-life pencil, and it just makes the experience a lot better with the iPad Pro and any other iPad that has pencil support, guys. And it doesn't hurt that it reduces glare a ton in direct sunlight. So shout out to Paperlife for sponsoring this video. I'll leave a link below for you guys to pick one up, and it does bring 2 screen protectors. So if you do mess one up, or if you just want to trade them out a year later, you 100% can, guys. But at the end of the day, hopefully this helps one person make a decision when it comes to refurbished products. Like I said, the stuff moves very, very quickly. So if you see something you like, I wouldn't hesitate too long to jump in there and purchase that product. But that's gonna do for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment below if you guys have ever tried the refurbishment program. I'm curious and what you purchased. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Let's keep growing the channel, and until next time, peace.